Organic Valley has a new CEO. The farmer-owned cooperative selected agricultural veteran Shawna Nelson as its fourth chief executive officer. She stepped into the role at the end of March as Organic Valley's first female CEO. Shawna has spent nearly 20 years within the cooperative, contributing to Organic Valley's growth. She says this experience has her ready to tackle some of the market pressure in today's environment. We talk about the challenges and the opportunities that lie ahead. Shawna introduces herself to us today.
I started with the cooperative in 2005, and I started out as an HR intern. And I knew from the moment that I started working with the cooperative that this is where I wanted to be. And so over the last 20 years, I've worked throughout the cooperative in several different functions. So I worked in marketing and sales analysis and planning, our HR department, as I mentioned. And for the last almost 10 years, I've been on the membership side of the business, both as the director of field operations, so working with our field staff and our hauling teams. I moved to the VP of Dairy Pool and overseeing the dairy side of our business. And my latest role was the EVP of membership, and so being the connection point for our cooperative with farmers across the country in all 5 of our pools: dairy, eggs, meat, produce, and grower.
Shawna, not only are you the new CEO of Organic Valley, you're also the first female CEO. And I know the cooperative was celebrating that milestone as well, so that's got to feel pretty good too.
It is amazing. I think all the time, when we're growing up and we're thinking about ourselves, we want to aspire to the roles that we think are possible for ourselves. And so knowing that as a female, I can lead the world's largest farmer-owned agricultural cooperative, it's remarkable. So I just have so much respect for our board of directors, our membership, and our employees for the development that we put into people that allow us to aspire from going from intern to CEO.
You're coming in, too, at an interesting time right now in our agriculture economy. Several headline items that drive farm conversations today, one of them being our trading partners and the tariffs going on between us and our global partners. Organic Valley, you guys sell products worldwide. Is Organic Valley seeing either the domestic or the retaliatory tariffs as a challenge for the business?
Organic Valley has seen incredible brand growth. We have a strong 3-year strategic plan, and we've really been able to put a lot of value out to our farmers across the United States in the countryside. When it comes to tariffs, I think that could be a conversation all on its own because, quite frankly, there's a lot that's been changing over the last few weeks and months around that topic. But we're aligned with all of agriculture, and the tariffs and regulations are market disruption that create costs and inflationary impacts of food.
And Shawna, you pointed to growth in the organic market as a bright spot for the cooperative. Share some numbers with us. Where are we seeing organic products trend, specifically when it comes to dairy and eggs?
We're seeing double-digit growth within Organic Valley and the categories that we operate in. And so we're excited that Organic Valley is seeing number one dollar share in the organic space over the last 3 months.
Organic Valley also has the CROPP program, the Crop Collaborative, funded in part with Climate Smart dollars. We're seeing some of this government support, as the federal government takes inventory of itself, either freezing some funds, cutting back on staff. How has that impacted Organic Valley?
Our Climate Smart for Commodity grant is still active, but we're continuing to keep an eye on it because some of the payouts and the funding pieces of it have been a little bit more delayed. One of the things that we're excited about at Organic Valley is between us and some of our partners and customers, we've been able to develop our carbon insetting program so that we have opportunities into the future because we want to ultimately make sure that we continue to provide farmers opportunities to make improvements on their farm, which ultimately meet the needs of our customers and consumers. So we see positive light there, though there are some disruptions in what does the funding look like and what's the status of that grant.
But it is continuing as normal as of right now?
Our grant is currently active, yes.
That's had some legs under it for a while now. So, again, any metrics or stats you can share with us on how some of your farmer members have been able to improve practices on the farm or even make a premium from that?
Absolutely. And so a couple of things that are important to me when I'm looking at how we're running our carbon insetting program is to make sure that the practices really are driving what our farmers want to see. And so by the end of 2024, we had a total of 79 practices that were implemented across 65 farms. And so that's seeing the progress that we're hoping to see for what our program was outlined to do.
Shawna, any other either challenges or opportunities do you expect to come across now as you step into the CEO role and start tackling some of these things throughout the year?
I think we have an incredibly strong membership. We have an incredibly strong employee base, and our leadership team has put together an amazing plan. And so I'm confident in what the future looks like for Organic Valley. I'm also really want to recognize Jeff Frank. He was an amazing CEO that we've had over the last couple of years. Excited for the next opportunities that he has, but really grateful for what he's provided to our cooperative as far as stability and the plan that we have going into the future.
Do you have any particular goals as you step into this position?
The main emphasis is really going to be to continue the momentum that we've developed over the last 2 years and to execute on both the strategic plan and the annual operating plan that we have ahead of us. As being a member of our executive team, one of the things that I think I bring to the table here is that continuity. I was a part of building those plans and understand the importance that they have in the countryside. And so continuing that momentum is going to be key for our cooperative right now.
And I imagine that includes growth. I know Organic Valley has consistently been adding farms to the cooperative over the past few years. Any other announcements on that front?
Absolutely. So we added 150 new farms last year, and we continue to procure for this year and then 3 years out. And so we're excited for farms that are looking for an opportunity, a stable and sustainable organic marketplace, to reach out to us. So please call our farmer hotline if you have interest. And for existing farms, this growth also means that they're able to bring on the next generation, and they're able to fund their operation in a way that looks towards the future. So I'm excited for both new producers and for our continuing producers to make sure that they're able to achieve their results.
Is Organic Valley doing anything unique when it comes to tackling the highly pathogenic avian influenza in both dairy cattle and chickens?
It's been a topic that's been top of mind because, of course, we have our egg pool as well as our dairy pool. And so we continue to monitor and work with folks to make sure that we stay on the edge of it and make sure that our products are safe for consumers and customers.
Shawna Nelson is the CEO at Organic Valley, now a few weeks into the role. For the Midwest Farm Report, I'm Stephanie Hoff.